Oh, without further ado, save me from my Collider Crush thing, and let's move on to the next
We are
topic.
so beyond that, but past the point of saving. But Daryl Hammond paid special tribute to film legend Sean Connery upon news of his death and reminisced about parodying him on Saturday Night Live several years ago. Connery, best known as the first actor to play James Bond on screen, died at age 90 in the Bahamas. Sorry to hear of the passing of Sean Connery. My condolences to his family, Hammond wrote on Twitter. The show alum played Connery several times on the NBC late night comedy series in the 90s and 2000s, appearing alongside Will Ferrell's Alex Trebek in a Celebrity Jeopardy recurring sketch. Hammond's character always sparred with the game show host by making inappropriate jokes about him and his mother and messing up the titles of Jeopardy categories. He reprised the role on SNL's 40th anniversary special in 2015. Always loved doing my silly impressions of him on SNL, and I heard he once spoke highly of me on The Tonight Show, Hammond wrote on Instagram. Thanks for making me look better than I am, man. R.I.P. Mr. Connery, you wear me out. You didn't say that last night when I was pumping Moo Goo Gai Pan all over your tonsils.
Wow, wow. It was funny that he even in that tweet he still kept the theme going.
Yeah. I
That
didn't even try the accent. It was just gonna go too off the rails too. I was like, it's like 8 words, but I do not
you
trust
didn't
myself.
say that last night. I mean, no.
There you go. I should have had you jump in for
You
it.
know what? You know what? I know that I went off on the off the rails a little bit on the last topic, but on the theme of the level 7 thing, here's a weird situation. Did you know that a lot of people in the black community, a lot of females love Sean Connery. You know how many? It was a weird thing. It was like I know a lot of women love Sean Connery, but a lot of black ladies. Every time I brought it up, oh, I love Sean. Like the guy, I was like the guy's like 80 something years old or 70 something years old at the time. That every 20 something year old black girl, I don't care. Oh, that man was so sexy. I'm like, really? I am competing with Sean Connery. That
One
man
time,
is
my grandma, like in the middle of a discussion out of nowhere, started talking about how much she liked Sean Connery. So,
women love Sean Connery, man.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
he was like that. Every girl I asked was like that fine wine. I had to after a while when I was dating, I had to stop bringing up Sean Connery. It was
that's smart.
I
That's
couldn't
smart.
I couldn't compete. He's like,
I
oh,
mean, he's the original James Bond. Like, I feel like that in and of itself gets you like an unlimited pussy pass.
yeah, yeah. Wasn't one of those movies like called? Was that one of his movies that was called Octopussy or something like that? Or was
There
that
we go.
another?
I was like, oh, I shouldn't say that, but yes, Octopussy. I'm not sure if that was Sean Connery or not. My James Bond knowledge is limited.
Yeah, I don't know. Let us know, Victor,
I'm
if
not
you
like
know.
I like this. I like the movies, but I'm not like a hardcore. I've seen a
You
couple.
just you're just looking at just for the Sean Connery. But I love my favorite Sean Connery movie to this day because I know we're gonna talk about it later on. We got your vote. That's one of the things. What was my favorite one? The one that I saw. It was in. I would if I would have voted, would have been the Indiana Jones one. That was
Oh
the
yeah.
movie that made me a funny thing, guys. You know that in the future I'm gonna probably catch up to the first two Indiana Jones movies. I'm gonna do a first time watching. I've seen Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade with John Connery, but I've never seen the first two. I saw the third Indiana Jones movie was my first Indiana Jones movie.
Funny.
That to me is the first one. But rest in peace, Sean Connery. That was it was sad he lived to hear that he went, but it was he lived a full life. I know
Yeah.
that towards the end he kind of retired from filming. I heard that the movie one of the last movies that he did was what was the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. That movie's not being as successful as he kind of wanted it to because I think he was one of the producers. It was like I heard that it was kind of a blow to his heart that he was hopeful that that movie would franchise and do better. Was well received, but I loved it. I loved that movie, but I wish. Thank you, Victor. Octopussy was Roger Moore, but I
I had
wished.
a feeling. Thank you.
Yeah, I wish that he would have done more with that franchise. So, but
Yeah.
oh well. Maybe one day we'll get a reboot. Maybe they'll honor him in some way.
And truly does live on through that Celebrity Jeopardy
You
impression, which
will
I feel like as a kid
forever.
I saw before I like really had a concrete idea of who Sean Connery was.
And I think he was in on it. I think he liked, if I remember correctly, I think he loved it. He loved that impersonation of it too. And
well, it's so heightened and silly and just like knockout funny, like so hysterical. But yeah, how could you not?
Like he knows that Sean Connery had a female. That's what it was. Sean Connery had a female lead named Pussy Galore. That's what it was. It wasn't
that's Goldfinger.
Yeah, we go. I bet it was. That was a good thing. Until next time, guys. Peace. Where's that outro button? There it is.
If you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe to the channel and please drop a like on this video. It really does help us. Also, don't forget you can turn on notifications so you don't miss a single review, react, why is that trending, or we got your mail.